Welcome to Voodoo RL. This is podcast 6.
What up, guys? It's your boy Bear. I'm here with,
Odd Phantom?
and today we're gonna be talking about Heaven's Gate Occult Group.
Yes, we are. Hey, what's going on, guys? To begin with, we just want to start off with defining what an occult is. So let me go ahead and read the definition for you guys, for anyone that does not know. An occult is a supernatural, mythical, or magical. You have magical beliefs, practices, or phenomenons. Because apparently this guy, Applewhite,
Yeah,
was
he was crazy.
yeah, he was really crazy, and he's the leader of the Heaven's Gate occult group. It originated from San Diego.
Yeah, what's interesting about this whole, when I actually started looking into it, we were doing another podcast and I just came across it and I told you, I was like, hey dude, this is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I know. I had seen it somewhere in like
And
the
to
History
me,
Channel or something.
yeah, it's crazy how he went from being a Christian group.
Well,
He was a Christian religion. He was really into it, to going into being an occultist.
But I feel like the Christian group that he had and all the followers that he had some type of leverage, a control.
Oh yeah, that's
So
true.
that's how I felt that it evolved into the group of Heaven's Gate.
Mm-hmm.
And he named it like that, so it was something holy because he promised people that they were going to go to heaven.
Well, from what I've seen, not necessarily. The whole thing that I understood from it, right, is that they were gonna leave pretty much. That's why
Their beings were going to be teleported.
Their I guess what you say spiritual energy was gonna be transported to another dimension.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
because that's why he wanted, when they first started the group, he wanted them to get rid of, their sexual
Their sexual, I guess, urges and stuff like that.
sexual urges.
Yeah.
He wanted to give up family. He pretty much didn't want you to have ties with nobody but just the group itself.
Exactly, but that's why we're going ahead and defining a cult. What is that? I mean, there's been a bunch of occults, and there's still occults till this day.
To this day, yeah, there's still many of them.
And he, like I was explaining, he had power in the group. He was a leader, obviously.
No, yeah, of course.
So having that type of authority, and then you see people like, oh well, we don't believe, we want to leave. Then I'm pretty sure that's how he switched it up from being a Christian group to what it became, because that's how he had more power, or he promised people more things.
Well, actually, for my understanding, we go
Mhm.
back to the thing. This is what I understood. Is they actually changed more to being more like of an occult group once Bonnie Nettles died of brain cancer.
Yeah.
Because what I understood in the beginning when I saw a documentary on it,
Of course, me as
on
well.
YouTube, he was having a failed marriage, and he also got accused of having homosexual relationships with a student of his because he was a music teacher.
Oh, okay.
And a 16-year relationship that he was in was coming to an end. And then Bonnie Nettles had a 26-year relationship, and hers was also going into
Divorce?
not divorce, but it was pretty much coming to an end. Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? And that's how they ended up meeting.
Yeah.
They ended up meeting, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure, I think it was at a religious group where they met. And then she was saying from the documentary is that she pretty much liked his energy and the way that he saw how life was.
Mhm.
And then that's how they got together. Well, not together in the sense of like sexually, or not together as a couple. They got together as two individuals, like, that believe that they were at a higher power than everyone else.
Yeah, but that's why it also as well, like, he was like thirsty for having power, and then like for any reason for them to like, follow his way. And one of the biggest reasons I can give you is that when Bonnie Nettles, when she passed away, he promised, remember, that her body was supposed to be taken. He said,
from the documentary, this is the way it happened. From, like I said, we saw the
same one, or probably
we understood it differently. So his whole thing is that you were able to achieve that type of I guess, like, leave your body behind without actually dying. But what ended up happening when she had brain cancer, she went to the hospital. She got sick.
And
She died. So that's when he changed it all up. He's like, you know what?
That's
Now
why
you have to die in order for you to become.
Yeah, that's
to-
what, and that's what I was trying to explain.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get you. Like, yeah, but people saw that she died, which you weren't supposed to.
Yeah, nothing like because they saw like, okay, she's supposed to be a disciple from, because see that their whole thing too is that they saw themselves as disciples.
Well, no, they weren't disciples. They were what do you say?
No, yeah, they saw themselves as the disciples of pretty much
The alien,
the alien.
the group that
they so called said that they were gonna come.
Yeah,
See, and then
they were from them,
Yeah.
descendants. They didn't say descendants. Yeah,
Descendants,
you said
yeah,
disciples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No,
it was
well,
descendants.
they did because they also in the documentary, they were referred to themselves as the people that like the disciples of God, like the ones that that God told them, this is what you're gonna do.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why they saw themselves.
I know,
like
but
that.
they had both of themselves as descendants from this alien
alien race.
Yeah.
That they were like, from their claims were that they were an alien race, but they had to take the human form in order to live here on Earth. Pretty much.
But that's what I'm trying to explain though. It's like all these occult groups. How is it that people just like falsely go and believe?
So
that's what, how does they falsely just go ahead and be like, okay, well, like what is it? The Manson guy. What is it?
Marilyn Manson.
No, that's a singer. Marlon Manson is a singer.
Oh, Marilyn Monroe.
Marlon Monroe. That's
Ain't that the devil guy?
No, dude. That's Marilyn Monroe. That was a
girl.
model.
Yeah,
Yeah, Marilyn Manson. He's a singer.
Yeah, but ain't that dude into all that devil stuff too?
Yeah, but that's a different topic. No, I'm talking about the Manson because he was I don't know his first name, but whatever. Manson, Charles Manson. There it is. Charles Manson. I saw a documentary.
Yeah.
But he Charles Manson, same thing. He's an occult leader.
Mm-hmm.
He had people go murder people for him.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that you get brainwashed so easily? In these type of sects or whatever whatever you want to call them, these occults. How is these the leaders have these control over these people? This power, and people just falsely go and walk the straight line for them.
You know what I think it is? This is my opinion. I think that a lot of the people that join cults, a lot of the people that do that stuff that that, like you said, get brainwashed, I think is because, like in the documentary they were saying, is that they feel that they're not from this earth. You get me? So I believe that they might have some type of issue like mentally, or some type of issue like grasping reality.
Of course.
So they believe the person that comes and tells them, hey, you know what? I'm from an alien race. And if you do what I'm telling you to do,
I'll grant you immortality.
I'll grant you immortality, or I'll lead you to, you know what I mean? Like they say, I'll open up your third eye. And I feel like a lot of them, since they have those issues, they feel like they've been enlightened, and they're like, oh my God, this is so true. Like, and then that's how they start believing, and that's how they're like, you know what? I'll do whatever I need to do to become, you know what I mean? I guess to become a higher power.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like, so telling them, in other words, just promising them things. Like, hey, well, if you do this for me, well, I'll grant you this.
Yeah.
Like, if that's the kind of authority or power they have over the people.
Yeah, and also too, you gotta remember is that our mind is, like they say, if your mind can play tricks on you. You know what I mean? And in all reality, we don't use that much of our head. You know what I mean? We use a certain percentage of.
Well, not our head. You mean our brain?
Our brain. We use a certain percentage of our brain, and remember, our brain is really big. We have still to unlock other areas of our brain.
I don't believe on that. Honestly,
well, I do.
Far as like they say, oh, you only use 10% of your brain. No, from my understanding, because I've seen these.
Yeah.
They scientifically have proven that you use 100% of your brain. So I don't know what 10% they're saying that to unlock. Like, what are you gonna get, like telekinesis powers or something?
No, the only reason I think is that they say that we only use 10% of our brain is like, how when they say when you're in like an accident, or you like that fight or flight type of reflex, they've said that people have
unhuman strength.
Unhuman strength. So I believe that maybe that's a percentage that we might not use all the time until you get to that, like, oh, either I fight or I die.
I guess yeah, probably your body is able to do that. But I have this thing, like, there was this, like, I don't know where I read it or where I heard it from, but that apparently we all have a third eye. that we're able to open. Okay, so
Mine's still closed, bro.
hold on. So apparently that the government, they all have opened up the third eyes, and that they are putting fluorine water in our, in the things we drink,
Yeah.
and this is making our vision of our third eye cluttered and closed, so that it doesn't allow it to open up. So that's how they have the power and we don't.
Honestly,
So I was like, dude,
the government has all the power. Dude.
I don't know, but I was like, dude, this is so far fetched. If you believe this, like, God, like, I can't.
Well, look, this is one of the things that.
Come on, seriously, fluorine in your water, so it doesn't let you open up the jar.
No,
So
no,
what?
no, yeah.
What are you gonna drink?
Water.
From the rain, or
Yeah, rainwater.
Rainwater, all natural.
Hey, no, but you gotta remember, dude, is that the government has machines that control the weather. So.
Oh, that's a FARP. That's that's
HARP.
a different HARP. My bad, HARP.
Not
Yeah,
FARP.
FARP. Yeah, HARP.
Yeah,
But no, what is it? Talking about supposedly controlling the weather, though. You know, you get fined if you collect rainwater.
Yeah.
You can get fined for collecting rainwater.
Yeah, I know.
By the government.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's because it's their rainwater, dog.
How's it their rainwater? Yeah, exactly. Okay, they're their clouds or what?
Yeah, it's their clouds, dog.
Oh my God.
Okay, but anyways, yeah. So back to the Heaven's Gate. So
we
the
remember we
leader,
kind of want to break it down in sections.
No, yeah.
That's why we wanted to go ahead and explain, on the cult, and because I don't want to jump too forward into the confuse these people.
I'm really confused, and I just started.
You just started, huh? It's too early. That's why.
Yeah, it's still early in the morning, guys. So back to she died, and then so he changed pretty much the belief system that they had. So he had told them in the beginning, you don't have to die to ascend to that power.
Of course.
But once she died and her body was still here, they started questioning it, and that's when a lot of the members from there left. They're like, okay, cool. Like, why am I believing this dude if
he's a liar?
He's a
a lot
liar?
of people left.
So what he ended up doing is changing it and saying, you know what, you actually have to die and leave your vessel behind in order for you to ascend for the to the comet. I guess there's a spacecraft behind the comet. Hale Bloom. I think it's Hale Bloom.
Something like that.
It's HALEBOPP.
You don't have to spell it out, dude. Like, let me see where it's at.
Yeah, and one of the things that that was kind of crazy to me is the guy that actually discovered the comet said he had it was like a prediction.
Yeah, it's called Comet Hale-Bopp.
Oh, Bob. Okay.
Yeah.
The guy that discovered it said that that there was gonna be a lot of suicide and death that pertain to the comet. Once they discover it, and he didn't want people to make like science fiction books on it or to make any type of articles on it, because he said it was going to bring a lot of people that are suicide, like people, it was going to be like either a mass suicide or a lot of people were going to kill themselves in the belief of that.
Yeah, but what is it? As far as right here, it says their belief system. The Heaven's Gate members believe that the planet Earth was about to be recycled. So in other words, that it was good for them to leave, because once they left, the world was going to be just pretty much crisp, burnt to a crisp, and then restart it.
Well, yeah, burnt to a crisp. But he said that there's gonna be these I guess demons that were called Lucifins.
Lucifins?
I think Lucifins. I think they were called. And the documentary says, and that they were gonna pretty much kill everything on Earth. So that's why they had to leave their bodies behind in order to ascend to the spaceship
and avoid this, mass murder.
Yeah, mass murder, pretty much.
How crazy though is it for you to believe like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna kill myself, to leave, and that's what I go back to saying, like, these people, I don't know what these occult leaders give them to believe, so they eat it all up and they just, commit mass murder or commit mass suicide.
Well, once again, I believe is that, like I said, I think they have problems, honestly.
Of course, yeah. I'm pretty sure, of course, if you're going to start something, you're gonna find people that that are gullible, and they will follow you.
Yeah, not only gullible, but I believe is that people that are on a downward spiral. Like they say, when you have a
midlife crisis.
A midlife crisis.
Yeah.
I think those are the people that are most vulnerable, because they're like, you know what I mean? If
they're like, fuck it all.
Yeah, they're like,
I don't want to live anymore.
Yeah, what do I got to lose?
What I got to lose?
I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Why do
I lost everything already till this point? Like, what else do I have to lose?
Yeah, like, what else? Why can't I just believe in something else? Why can't something else be real?
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I think that's the people that they actually target, because like if you in the documentary, a lot of them pretty much didn't have that much to lose anyways.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so that's why I feel that's a big group to target. And also too, I think a lot of them might not be as educated as you believe.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because what they made for money, well, I believe some of them were, but some of them weren't. But they said that the way that they made their money is they made websites for people when the internet was just starting. They made websites, and that's how they made their money.
That's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah,
you have to know a lot of coding and programming.
Yeah, so I believe that some of them were, and I believe that those people that were, you know, intelligent,
those are the ones that left,
that
right?
got,
yeah,
that
those
got
are
out
understood.
before,
Yeah, okay.
Because like a lot of them still left. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the documentary, it shows you that some of them, it tells you the years that they were in the cult group.
Yeah, of course.
And how high they got up to the
pretty
cult
much.
group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they got out because they didn't believe him. They're like, why would I believe you if I know this?
Yeah, of course. Or nothing that you have said has come true to this point, you know?
Yeah, it's like, why believe? And then another thing about, like, they went to Mexico.
Oh, man.
9 of them went to Mexico.
9 of them went to Mexico to castrate themselves. Jinxie, let me say that.
And just because, you know, and this is another thing that I find little...
I don't know. A lot of them were like, hell no, I'm not going to go with you. Like, a lot of them didn't.
But see, he did it because he had sexual urges, like homosexual urges with the other men there. And that's why he wanted to castrate himself, to take that urge away. So he encouraged them.
I can't believe people were like, yeah, let me chop my dick off.
Yeah.
You know?
So he encouraged them. He's like, you know what? This is, if you want to reach the highest level that I'm at,
you gotta
do this.
Take off your wiener
with me. You know what I mean? So they actually went to Mexico.
They went to Mexico.
They survived.
I'm surprised they survived that.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm Mexican. You're Mexican.
They have to pee out a catheter now for the rest of their life.
You know
well, they're not alive anymore.
So
but
it's like, I just find it crazy how you go to that extent and you're like, yeah, bro, I'll follow you to go get my dick cut out. Don't even trip. What is it? We're going Wednesday? Like, did we set up for Thursday for Thursday?
Yeah. Oh, hell no.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
that's hella sus.
For reals. And then I remember you were telling me is that 39 people died, but you said that they left 2 behind to run the website.
Yeah, they well, they didn't just leave them behind. Like they had that was their job.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that was their job. They left them behind so they can run this, you know, website so people can, you know, see. But I'm like, dude, come on. Like, I mean, hey, they got lucky. You know, they got lucky that they left they left them. But it's like, come on, I don't understand, man. Like,
well, and then talking about the website, you know that the website still looks exactly the same, and it's still up to this day. If you go to the Heaven's Gate, heavensgate.com, is that it's still the
exact same way.
And right now it's on Red Alert it's been on Red Alert since they've killed themselves.
Yeah.
So somebody's been running it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They left. From my understanding, when I was listening to, or I forgot reading, but they left 2 people to run the website.
Yeah. And
that's what I'm saying is that the world hasn't been recycled.
Yeah. Fun fact. I don't know if you knew this.
Fun fact.
Yeah, fun fact. That the Museum of Death here in California has
the Nike Cortezes?
No. It has a whole room. It has a bed. It has the original cloth that 2 of the members wore. It has the whole clothes. It has the cloth.
Yeah, they were like Dickies, right? Like,
yeah, no, they were wearing Nike running shoes, but they're Nike Cortezes.
Didn't they cover them with like a veil, like a purple veil?
All that stuff is in the Museum of Death here in California, and
in Los Angeles, California,
and you can actually go see it, and it's all original. It's all from that time.
Well, you know what? Fun fact, like you said.
Oh, okay.
They're actually selling some of those Nike Cortezes on eBay.
Oh,
like
no way.
Original, like from the people that after dead, you know, like body. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The clothes from that's at the Museum.
I'm pretty sure it was donated to them because I'm
pretty sure, but the clothes from the Museum of Death, it's actually real from the corpse. It's actually corpse.
They have not only that, but they also people have donated their organs and bodies so they can, you know, like just have them up there and stuff. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so you know, and actually I was thinking about this before we actually started, because when I was watching the video, I was like, you know what, it would have been crazy if we would have knew that ahead of time. We could have gone and check it out.
Oh, I know. We could have probably posted some pictures or something like that.
Took a couple of
pictures.
I
didn't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I found out, I was like, oh my God, it's not that far from here. It's in Hollywood, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. I live by it. Well, I don't live by Hollywood, but it's like a 10-minute drive.
Yeah, so it's like, if we would have known, we could have gone.
Put up a video or something.
Yeah, done a video and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, that's kind of interesting. So
it's never too late to go.
No. That's what I'm saying. I do want to go check it out eventually. and you know what I mean, link pictures and stuff like that to on our Twitter from
Yeah, of
whatever
course.
see
Wherever
in
we,
videos and
wherever we
stuff
go,
like
and all that. But if we have like, if we do go searching or going, you know, we'll post up like a little vlog or something.
Or if we go like ghost hunting.
Yeah, put up like a little vlog.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm not gonna go
You're
hunting.
not gonna go ghost
I was like,
hunting,
hey guys, are we free in the car?
Yeah, he's gonna be the first one in the car. But like,
yeah.
hey,
Don't
guys.
worry, I'll be your getaway driver. You have to run back.
Dude, you know for a fact you're not gonna wait. You hear a scream.
I'm gonna be down the hill, you know, just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so like I was saying, guys, this guy, he was just in the job, honestly. All the things that he did to the point until killing himself, it was like unorthodox. And in my opinion, though, is that why is it that these leaders, because there's a bunch of them throughout history, there's been, you know,
And there still is.
and there still is, people go ahead and follow these guys blindly. And I understand what you said. Your theory was that,
Yeah.
you know, these people, you know, have nothing to live for. I understand. I'm pretty sure people, you know, he gets, you know, gullible people like that. But none of it is true. And even if you didn't know, hold on. I mean, in the sense, I'm not trying to say. I mean, in the sense of like, okay, well, I promise you that aliens, you know, exist, and I'm gonna take you on their spaceship, and we're gonna get, you know, probed by them. You want to come? I don't think they're, you know, I don't think he's gonna be able to let that happen.
Yeah, but
I'm not gonna be able to take you, you know, to, hey, well.
You can't say it's impossible because like there's still a lot of the space that's not, you know what I mean, that's still we haven't explored.
Yeah.
And then you got to think of this too as well, is that we go back to the government.
Yeah,
the
but
government has a lot of stuff that they don't want us to see.
Okay, but
You know,
so like you said, like a lot of the space hasn't been explored.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't even care about that right now, because there's a lot of stuff that in this planet hasn't been discovered yet. You know that, right?
No. Yeah, but see,
We've only, from my understanding, it was like 10 or 20% of water of the ocean has been explored.
it's 10%.
Okay, well, maybe it went up because that fact was like maybe a couple of years ago. Maybe it went up.
No, yeah, it's 10%.
But okay.
But
There could be some other shit. Like
No,
maybe there was like aliens did come and their spaceships are all the way in the bottom of the water.
I wouldn't doubt it. But see,
and
this
they,
is where we
you know,
go.
they haven't gone and see like, hey, well, let's check it out.
No, but see, this is where we go back to the book that we read. What is it called? Behold, a Pale Horse
By
William Cooper. Remember, he said.
Hey, dude, that guy is awesome.
He said that there's 97
Different
Area 51s that pretty much have alien societies here on Earth.
Well, that's what he said. That 51. There was Area 51 of 97.
Of 97. So you figure, like you were saying, they might be here, but yet the government not gonna tell us.
Of
you
course.
know what I mean? Because like you were saying, is that they believe that we're not ready. But we go back to the thing. It's like,
but see, he said that he was a descendant from alien. He was not. Okay, that's what I'm trying to play. This guy's like bad. You know, he's bad, crazy. Like he's not a descendant. It is a different story if I tell you, look, I seen them.
Yeah.
You know, I seen these aliens. They've talked to me. You know, maybe I can believe you. But you're gonna tell me that you were born from one of them, or you know they're from your distant family? I'm not trying to be closed-minded. I'm not trying to be closed-minded.
No. I get what you're saying.
I'm not trying to be closed-minded. But it's like, okay, it's not like I'm saying like maybe, you know, aliens could have landed here, you know, when dinosaurs were born and then they had babies or something and then just, you know, evolved in a different sect of people.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's true either. That's what I'm saying. So how is it that he's a descendant?
Yeah,
I think they have their own race. You know, they have their own race, and you know, they don't entwine with humans.
No, yeah, that might be true, but we go back to the thing is that you got to remember is that your mind is really strong. So if you start saying, you know what, I'm the strongest man on the earth, I'm the strongest man on the earth, I'm the strongest man on the earth, you're gonna end up doing something that you're like, oh damn, I didn't think I can do that.
I don't know about that.
You get me? So and then remember, because there's like in some of the movies, you know what I mean. Some of the languages, like let's say in Lord of the Rings, right? This dude was so smart, he actually created the language,
his own Elvish language, yes,
of the Lord of the Rings. So it's like, okay, that was unexplainable because how the hell are you gonna come?
Well, not that much, because remember when we went on about what was that guy's name from our previous podcast, the wizard.
The wizard?
What was his name? I forgot his name. But remember, he spoke with he with the scribe. You know, he's a scribe, and he spoke to Angel, and they gave him the Nokian alphabet, which is the alphabet, which is the language of the angels. That's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure it's so easy to create your. If the guy from Lord of the Rings can create your language, I'm pretty sure I can create my own language.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Your mind is really strong. So he naturally, truly, diehard believed.
And not only that, though, but which was crazy that
race.
Not that, but what was crazy about it, that the alphabet from the Lord of the Rings is that, I mean, well, the language, like, they can speak it perfect. People talk like that. They use that language to talk. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of fanatics, like they use
created an alphabet, a whole alphabet, A to Z.
That's what I'm saying.
And he created it. But that's what I'm saying is that he truly believed. So
I guess what you're trying to say, which I understand, is that if you tell yourself you're this, you believe it yourself.
Yeah.
So like you kind of, in the sense, you brainwash your own mentality to believe in that I was a descendant of this alien race.
Yeah.
Because I understand. I get you in that sense.
Because you got to look at it this way too, like motivational speakers, right? Like those people say, "Oh, you can have it all. You can do everything." A lot of the people
they're like, "Come to me and I'll make you $5,000 a week."
Okay, so people that go are people that need money, people that don't have anything in their life, people that want to better themselves, people with low self-esteem, like you said, people that are gullible. So you go in there and he tells you, you know what, you can be all you can be. You know what I mean? And he gives you this whole like lecture, telling you, giving you positive reviews, telling you, you know, you can do anything you set your mind to, and this and that. So when you come out of there, you feel lifted, and you're like, damn, this dude has a point. I can pretty much control my own destiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing here, is that a lot of people go because they're, like we were saying, they don't have nothing left. So they go and they're like, all right, cool. I believe him. I believe I can do this. I believe this is true. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so that's why I think they get, like you were saying, a lot of people that are gullible, a lot of people that, you know what I mean, that don't have nothing left.
The craziest thing though is the way they killed themselves though.
I know.
You know, that's the craziest thing. Like, okay, like you literally had to suffocate yourself and they held you down. You know, like
I think they
took. You know, well, from my understanding, this is what I read. It says that they took. I forgot this substance. It's called phenobarbital.
Yeah.
Mixed with applesauce and it washed it down with vodka.
Yeah.
And then additionally, they secured a plastic bag over their head.
Yeah. I think what they did
to make the asphyxiation, pretty much.
So I think what they did, I think the people that didn't die with the drugs, I think they suffocated themselves.
Yeah, but imagine like you are next to kill yourself and you're holding down the guy that is dying. You know, you're looking at him.
From my understanding is that they went from the documentary too. Is that
I thought they held? From my understanding, I heard that they held them down.
Each person killed themselves.
Oh, okay.
And then in one of the rooms, they found a lot of blood because they stabbed each other to death. Which is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone else is over here doing it, you know, taking drugs, you know, suffocating and stuff. And in this one room, there was blood everywhere because they literally were stabbing each other to death. And I'm just like, how are you going to stand there and continuously stab yourself or stab somebody else?
Yeah, I get you.
And not complain and just be like, all right, cool, let's do this.
I'm next. Stab me.
Yeah, like, that's just amazing.
Yeah, but imagine like, being a detective, because from my understanding they were found from the housekeepers, right? That they cleaned the.
No. One of the people that was in the group had left, and somebody sent them a video stating
that they were going to commit mass suicide.
No. They're stating that they're going to leave planet Earth. That they were leaving planet Earth. So he went to the home, and he had a new employer. So I'm guessing he joined a new cult. That's what I'm thinking. And the leader went in there, his boss. He says his boss went in there to check it out, and that's when he found that they were all dead. But this is what I don't think that the stories add up, because in the video, the documentary, because I saw a couple of videos, the documentary says that somebody anonymously called, saying, you know what I mean, I think somebody created mass suicide, and this is the address. And then in another video, a former, you know, a former guy that was in the cult said that he went and check it out after he got this video, and that's when they noticed that they were all dead. So
that's crazy though.
Yeah, so it's still kind of fishy.
But not that, but imagine being like the police and the detectives and walking into these rooms and, you know, seeing people just dead, covered in like a veil, you know, like that gives off like a
Well,
creepy
yeah, it was 30,
vibe.
39 of them.
It was,
died.
it was like
the-
38 or 39. Yeah.
39. It was the most. It was the biggest
Mass suicide.
mass suicide in
that
the
time
in the
in
history
history,
of California.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine walking in and seeing all these people dead. Like, that's something that will scar you for the rest of your life, you know?
Hell yeah. And especially like just it wasn't even their home, dude. It was they were renting it.
Yeah,
so
they were renting the mansion. That's what I read too. They were
Yeah,
renting the
so
mansion.
you
Like, imagine like
figure-
I let you rent a mansion. You gonna kill yourself in my mansion? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like yeah, just I'll rent you the mansion, and then next thing you know, you find this out, dude. You're never gonna
See-
you're never gonna sell the property.
That's true. Yeah, because you know when you a lot of people don't know this, but if you buy a house and somebody gets killed in your house or dies, they have to
Let you
inform you.
know.
Yes, they have to inform you that there was a murder. My grandmother died, whatever, before they sell the house to you. Because they have to let you know. I mean, dude, I don't want to buy a house that somebody died and shit. Like a bunch of Indian burial sites and stuff. Like there's been situations that, I mean, if you guys believe in ghosts, that they buy the.
Dude, don't talk about ghosts, dude. I already explained to you what happened here last weekend, right?
So hey guys, so hold on before we finish before we continue talking about, go ahead and tell them the story what happened when we finish talking about ghost stories.
All right, so
You guys are gonna be like, what? No.
yeah,
what?
so we're talking about ghost stories. We got done with our podcast.
Yeah, we were just finishing up about the ghost stories part
Yeah.
2.
So I ended up, Odd Fathom over here always likes to leave and just leave me all the work to put everything.
Well, technically, you are the.
to put everything away. So I was putting all the equipment away, and then my father gets up to go to use the restroom, and as he's getting up, I hear like a noise, like somebody threw something. So I figured that my dad, walked by something and it fell. So I get up, and then he gets up and picks it up, and he tells me, he's like, "Hey, somebody just threw this at me," and I'm just sitting there like, "What do you mean?" And then I thought it was like a little bottle of, of cologne or a little bottle of perfume, but it was actually a big heavy bottle that it was in an area where it couldn't have fell. So somebody.
But not only that, but I bet you if it fell, it wouldn't have fallen that far.
Yeah, so it hit the back of my dad's leg. So somebody had to toss it to him or roll it to him or something. And then
That's crazy.
Me
That's
and
creepy.
me and him just got up and we're just looking in there. He's like, "Somebody just tossed this," and I'm like, "Nah, don't lie." And he's like, "Yeah," and where it was at, where he told me it was at, there's no way for it to fall. There's no way for it to.
And you know what the funniest thing though? You didn't tell me until today about that this happened. Yeah, you didn't tell me today that this happened to my dad. Like you have.
If I would have told him, he
probably have a
wouldn't have
poltergeist in your house or something.
Yeah, if I would have told him, he wouldn't have came.
Yeah, it's definitely haunted. You gotta bring a priest in here, baptize this whole place. But yeah, what is it? Going back to guys, so like I said, they have to inform you, if somebody died in the house and stuff. But imagine though, I wonder if the mansion is still there.
Actually, I think it is.
I wonder if the mansion's still there, and if anybody has, like ghost hunters have gone and seen if like they can hear something.
They can't do. They left.
Oh yeah, they
They
left
left
to the
dog.
comet. So maybe we have to wait to 2,000 years. for
Yeah,
that.
2,000 years from now to get the comet back, so that, that
so
way
like
we
that.
can.
Yeah, so like that we can hear their stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wonder though. I wonder if the mansion's still there. Can you look that up or
Yeah. Let me Google that right now.
Google it up? Because I want to know if it's still there, bruh. Yeah, but
Why you want to visit it, or we're going to San Diego next month, so we can stop by.
oh, I know how we are going to San Diego, huh? Yeah, dude. I mean, even if we can just pass by and take a picture of it.
Oh, my bad. It's this month, not next month.
Oh yeah, this month on the 22nd, right?
Yeah. Hey, fool! Don't be telling people what they were
Hey, we're gonna go this shit. They're gonna show up like, hey, y'all guys, we're out. We're not that famous, man. Maybe later on.
Dude, imagine they just somebody from like either
a
Heaven's
cult or
Gate
something.
Group
Yeah,
comes up to be
there's-
like, hey, so
hey.
you've been
talking about you've been talking back about us, bad about us and stuff.
I'll be like, no,
No, we haven't.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean, man? Like, I don't even know you.
You don't even go here, bro.
Pretty much. Did you find it or not?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Because that'd be dope. Like, at least just to swing by and just like take a snap and then leave. I mean, I wouldn't open it up. Maybe I would. Like, hey guys, come in. Use it like a museum almost. Like,
Nah, I'm good.
kind of like remember the Winchester house that we went to, which
Yeah.
is a disappointment. But
Yeah, like, see, don't even get me started on the winch. I honestly,
you
haven't-
haven't seen the movie.
I haven't
still?
seen the movie.
Oh my god.
but I expected it to be not in a populated area. That's
Yes.
number one.
It's like literally like a tourist attraction.
Not only that, yeah, I don't mind it being a tourist attraction.
I thought, remember when we were going to San Jose, guys, there was like there was a sections where there was a bunch of hills and stuff like that. It was like one-way streets. one car coming, the opposite direction. Just there was more creepier houses that we saw, like
no, but see, this is
passing through those fields than what actually did when we got to San Jose.
I think this is where San Jose screwed up, is that they tried to see, because the plantation was really big. It's not.
She had like over 120 acres.
Yeah, and right now it's not that big. You get me? So I think that they should have used that 100 acres and built around it, but farther from it, just to keep it with that. Because see, she was far from everything. She was far from everything, everyone.
Yeah, it was secluded. Of course.
Yeah, so it's like, I think when we got there, I was expecting a secluded place. You know.
But if you think about it, I mean, obviously, she's not alive anymore. People like at that time probably just sold their property.
Well, yeah, that's what they were saying. Is a lot of them sold the property, and then what you got to remember too is that back in the day, a lot of the deeds and all that would get lost.
Yeah,
so
of course. People would just like, hey, auction it off. Hey, what? Just give me this, and you can take this part of the land.
Okay, so I'm seeing it, and yes, it's still there. And now it's
a
gated. It's gated.
Oh,
now.
It's gated now. Dang. So we won't even. We won't even be able to pass by.
99,200 square feet, 7-bedroom mansion in one of the nicest communities in San Diego. From Mercy Weather here, real estate deal that good. They're always cash first. Yeah, so it's still there, and they're still trying to sell it.
They're still trying to sell it. Yeah. How much are they selling for?
It says right now, 668.
Whoa! Hold on, you're getting the numbers mixed up.
It's 668,000. So it's 668,000. I think it is. Yeah, it's still there.
Shit. Well, I mean, a lot of people died there, so.
Well, yeah, you were not like you're gonna want to go buy it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to live it there, but you can probably open it up, dude, like a tourist attraction. Be like, hey, people got murdered here. Like, you guys
oh yes. Hey, you guys want to come by to
pay
$10 to come?
Have an episode of Ghostbusters. Oh, not Ghostbusters. Like, what is it, Ghost Hunter or something like that? There, and then just make it over popular.
Well, look,
like,
honestly,
we hear ghosts right here, guys. Come over.
Honestly, it was solid, dude. How much did we paid? What, $50 a person to go to?
Well, it was 20. Remember, because we got the two. It was like the double package.
So how much was it?
It was like $50. So like we get it, like it was the first basic stuff, and then after that we go to the second one, and we can actually go into the. Remember we went in through the main doors where only
so how
two
much did
people.
we pay?
$50 per person.
Oh, per person. That's what I'm saying. So $50 to go see a whack ass house.
Whack ass house. I know, right? We're like, damn, I want a refund, dude. Like for a.
Well, we both wanted a refund.
I know,
because we expected.
Well, at least we can say, hey, well, we did a podcast and we actually went and investigated for you guys, and we did things like that,
We're talking about the mansion in what was the mansion name again? San Jose.
What do you mean? We're talking about the cult Heaven's Gate. And the mansion where they rented and they committed suicide.
Yeah, it's in San Diego.
It's in San Diego, guys.
Yeah, they didn't have a name for the mansion.
Yeah, I mean, who would want to name?
Well, who would name a mansion?
Yeah,
after,
hey, it's Heaven's Gate Mansion. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm not gonna promote, on the cult that murdered themselves. And the crazy thing was that two other members that left the group also committed suicide in the manner of the way that they did. You get me? That's what I'm saying. Like, how is it that he still had power over them after they left and they still committed suicide?
Well, actually, on one of the videos that I saw, one of the guys,
two other people still from Heaven's Gate committed suicide after they did, in a similar manner.
One of the guys actually got saved from committing suicide, and he was a little upset in the beginning because somebody saved them from committing suicide.
Where?
I forgot the name. I'll show you the video later. And
we'll just make sure to post it for anyone else to see it.
And then he said that he was a little upset at first when he did he wasn't able to commit suicide, but after he's like, you know what, he was a little thankful that he didn't do it.
I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, like, hey, well, thank you for saving my life. Like, probably be mad at us first, like, hell, like, damn, I could have gone in another comment or something. It would be dope too if we had like a photo.
Oh shit, right here I have something that says after the mass suicide, the neighbors of the dead house all pitched in and bought the home. They then destroyed it and renamed the street. You can still visit the empty lot where 39 disturbed and confused souls took their lives. Heaven's Gate was an American UFO religion doomsday cult based in San Diego, California, founded in the early 1970s and led by Marshall Applewhite, 1931 to 1977, and Bonnie Nettles from 1927 to 1985. On March 26, 1997, police discovered the bodies of 39 members of the group.
Yeah, but that's crazy. So the neighbors bought the house and just
And
demolished
destroyed
it.
Yeah,
They're like-
I would, dude. You
Well,
figure.
I mean, if it's a mansion, I'm pretty sure there's surrounding mansions around there,
Yeah.
so they have the money. But damn, that's crazy. They pitched in, like, hey, I want to destroy this house.
Yeah.
So then it's just an empty lot then.
That's what it's saying right here.
So they're selling an empty lot for $668,000.
Yeah. Well, you figured you had to build your own house there, but I wouldn't want to.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's some poltergeist right
Yeah,
there.
some
That was
poltergeist
building
right there, yeah.
on some graves.
Have
and stuff.
building on some graves and stuff like that. Oh man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
look, and it's funny because on the website, remember I was telling you right now on the actual website.
Yeah, well, it's still running. That's what I'm saying. There's people running.
Not only running, but it gives you an address. It says 4757 East Greenway Road, Suite 103 to 178,
That's for the
Phoenix, Arizona 85032. So it gives you an address to go to, dude.
That's crazy.
So you want to go visit him?
Negative. Phoenix, Arizona is not that far though. It's like like a 6-hour drive from here.
Around?
Yeah, but nah, I wouldn't go over there. Shit, people are crazy, man. But yeah, what is it? So that's pretty much wraps it up, guys.
Tune in next week for.
What are we gonna talk about again?
Well, look, there's a couple of topics we can talk about. One of the topics, Odd Phantom over here doesn't want to rewatch the movie.
Hey, that movie is scary as hell, guys. I swear, I couldn't sleep for like 2 weeks, really.
So
Well, I slept, but I mean, I slept kind of like when one eye open and so.
So I would suggest we go for you guys want to I don't know. What do you want?
You know what? Let's talk about Anton LaVey. I want to talk about him.
Are you sure?
Yes. So for anybody you guys don't know, Anton LaVey, he was the devil, I guess, church leader. He was the first. He wrote the Devil Bible. So pretty much all these devil occultists recite his Bible and stuff. So yeah. That's what we talk about for next week, guys. That's our next topic, Anton LaVey.
Okay, but you better do your research. I don't want to hear you call me in the middle of the night, dude. I'm scared.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Well, because I work graveyard, so everything. So I work graveyard, guys. So every research I do it at work, because I have the free time to do it. Well, not as much as before, but I still have time, on my hands to be able to research this kind of stuff. So imagine it's midnight, and you're researching devil shit. Like, come on, it's kind of creepy.
Well, it's your fault. You shouldn't be doing that at night.
Well, I don't have time in the morning because I sleep, man. I'm a vampire.
Hey,
I
dude.
sleep in the mornings and I'm awake at night.
If you go poop, just read it on the pooper.
In the pooper.
And the pooper.
All right, guys.
All right,
We'll
guys.
see you next
Nice
Sunday.
seeing you guys next
And
Sunday.
make sure to like and subscribe.
Every single Sunday.
Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Follow
Follow our
us on our
Twitter.
social medias, Twitter, Facebook. I'll make sure to start an Instagram.
We have a Discord, but I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
'Cause,
those things.
We both have laptops, so I'm trying to figure out how I can use it on the computer, so we can take live calls.
Yeah,
through
'cause we can
Discord.
produce
So
it,
if
yeah.
somebody wants to talk, and we're gonna put it into our conversation,
conversations,
talk
yeah.
to them and stuff or whatever.
Not only that, but if we have we can talk to a professor, that gives us the opportunity, to talk to us, and we can have them in our Discord or so
or
like that.
Discord or Skype or something.
Yeah.
We're trying. We're still.
And we can set it
out.
up so he can talk to us, and we, if anything that we
Yeah.
don't know, he can explain to us.
Hopefully you guys like the intro. We're trying new things. We're trying to better our
Our
channel
podcast. So
and-
every Sunday that we go on, the better we're gonna get, guys.
Yeah, and then also too, if you guys have any ideas, if you guys have any, I understand we're still a small channel, but
But please,
let people know.
yes, let
hopefully-
them know about us.
If you like us, give us a like. You know what I mean. We'll take everything. If you tell us, we're doing bad, you know what I mean. If we're
We're open to criticism,
Yeah, we
just not
don't-
negative criticism.
we're open to everything.
We'll block you.
Yeah,
But
we're
yeah,
open
just
to
let your
everything.
family, your friends, your cat, your dog, everybody know. Let them tell them that is
Yeah.
on YouTube.
On
Wooter
YouTube.
RL podcast. Okay.
All right, guys. See you guys next Sunday.
Bye.